So, dear Dr. Meena,
Yes.
the news of the death of the young famous actor,
Bollywood
actor,
called Sushant Singh Rajput.
Is over the news on the world.
All over the world, yes.
So, what can you give us some light on the facts, since you are from India?
I am from India, and I am from Bihar, and I am from Patna, and this boy also belong to Patna, where I belong to. And first of all, I'll let you know a little introduction of myself. I'm a medical doctor, and I'm a scientist. I'm in research work, and I don't take interest in movies and like media and TV and social media, nothing like that. I've got a very different kind of life. But I came to know such news which make big news, everybody comes to know. So I also came to know through a call from India that one very famous, very brilliant, very handsome, very talented, very intelligent, and very successful young actor named as Sushant Singh Rajput has committed suicide. And I was asked, do you know about this news from India?
Yes.
I said, no, I don't know. But somehow, I don't know why, I became very inquisitive that let me know what happened, because he was from my place. So I started a research to find the facts. And I would doubt that such a successful all of a sudden, without a reason, will commit suicide. And so I did research, and research was through the media, and whatever the facts I collected, my research is based on that. Okay. And on top of that, I'm a doctor, so I'm supposed to be expert on jurisprudence. So I'll give you light on three different aspects. One is medical aspect. Second is the criminal aspect of the crime. And third is the spiritual aspect of loss of a human life. Because spirituality is a science, and it's far beyond the modern science. So first of all, whatever the facts I have collected, so it is very apparent that it was not a suicide. It's a pseudo-suicide. And it appears murder. It's a very, I would say it's a gruesome murder of a young man. And how I have made this opinion, I'm going to tell you. It appears like a triangle of a woman and a film director called Mahesh Bhatt and this innocent boy, because sex was involved and money was involved. His girlfriend called Riya Chakravarti. This woman has been seen with dirty pictures, intimate pictures with Mahesh Bhatt. And this Mahesh Bhatt has the first thing what he did after this news went in the air, that he made proclamation that he was like, but his mental condition, Sushant Singh Rajput's mental condition was like Parveen Babi, and that is why he committed suicide. So this man was guilty of this murder, probable murder. So he made such a statement in media, and his entire clan, his brother, this girlfriend of Sushant Singh Rajput, and this one, his aides, his assistant, his brother, they all, his own daughter, they went into record by telling that he committed suicide because he went insane like Parveen Babi. Okay, so I must give you some information who was Parveen Babi. Why this man will make his own opinion, or he will make his own conclusion, or he make his own statement such irresponsible. And it's a crime. First of all, it's a crime to label somebody as an insane person. First of all, that Parveen Babi was an actress, and this Mahesh Bhatt has intimate, sexual relationship with her. He exploited her for 7 years, and at the end of 7 years, this young, very successful actress went, schizophrenic. She suffered from paranoid schizophrenia. It's a clear-cut insanity state of mind. And then she developed, diabetes, because she couldn't control her diabetes. Diabetes went very, worst. And then she died of, very bad complication of diabetes, uncontrolled diabetes with multiple organ failure. And she was found dead in her room, in her flat. This boy, Sushant Singh, is found in his flat. I don't know. They say his body was hanging by the fan. He was hanged. If it is true or not, I have got no clue. But first of all, he was not at all mentally in imbalance, not he was mentally very perturbed. And about his depression, this is also his exaggerated version. Today, 40% of the population of the world, I will telling you, WHO record, people are depressed, especially in urban population. The depression rate is very high.
On the Asian side, like 40%, you say?
40%. So even me, I have had through antidepressant treatment. It doesn't mean that I committed suicide or I'll commit suicide. Having found tablets of antidepressant medicine is not a proof of him committing suicide. Or having seen a psychiatrist is also not a proof of committing suicide. Secondly, that there was no why there was no statement given by this girl called Riya Chakravarti. She has grabbed some money out of Sushant Singh Rajput. She was made by this innocent boy as director of 2 private companies which he launched, and making her a director. And her brother became director of a 3rd company. So the money and sex, was the problem. And I think there is a hand of Mahesh Bhatt for the reason of sex and money. He was involved somewhere, directly or indirectly. Probably, these are probabilities, assumptions based on the current information which is available in the media. And I think it is murder, it's not a suicide.
Okay.
Because suicide, none of his family members have said that he was very depressed. None of his friends and none of those his close people, those who were close to him, have given any statement that he was very upset. Why nobody found him so upset? Nobody found him mentally imbalanced. Nobody at all. There is remotely, not even remotely, they're possible of him being mentally imbalanced. Why they are making such this statement? It's very, very irresponsible, very, very unlawful, and very, very unethical, and it's totally, it shows the people have got very low standards of ethics. Anyway, so suicide, I don't think it's suicide. And 2 things have brought up in media, that the key of his flat were missing. The master key of the flat was missing. And secondly,
The cameras?
yeah, no, the cameras, his security cameras were not functioning 1 week before his demise. So how? And everybody trying to flash, the suicide of Sushant Log, the cause of suicide. Unless you have got an evidence on record of suicide, there was no suicidal note. So how it can be called at this stage as suicide? So the light is mostly, the proof of evidence goes towards murder. Whatever evidence is, apparent on the media, in the media, it's most probably it is a murder. And in India, murder can be, made to look like a suicide. And now medical aspect, I'm telling you. The medical aspect is the doctor can only certify on post-mortem that the death, cause of the death as asphyxia, means lack of oxygen. And to declare it is suicidal, one has to, find other signs and symptoms, not symptoms, means signs on the body. Like, there is a bruises on the neck, and it has to be, the type of the bruise has to match with the type of cloth or rope or whatever has been used for committing suicide. Even, if somebody kills him by asphyxia, and there cannot be any bruise, and just after, death, if somebody is hanged by a rope, again, still it will cause a bruise. If it is very fresh, it will cause a bruise. So, and thirdly, in India, police does not function on democratic rules. Police has got its own way of functioning. They can change the evidence, they can evade the evidence, they can destroy the evidence. It's a matter of power and money and their own vested interest. Number two, even the courts are not, have not been functioning as in an independent body, judiciary, body of judiciary. Judiciary is not independent at all in India. And even these two facts are, in the judgments of the Supreme Court of England, House of Lords of England, that Indian judiciary does not have independent way of working, and the police does not follow the democratic rules in its functioning. These two things are very important. So if there is ethics, there is a police. If there is no ethics, there is no police. If there is ethics, there is judiciary. There is no ethics, there is no judiciary. We don't have guarantee in India of police and judiciary that they will do justice to any matter. And I'm here in England as a result of severe injustice by the judiciary and the police of India.